Governor Rick Scott signed into law school safety legislation that seeks to beef up protection for students by allowing some school employees to be armed and pay for more school resources officers. Now, dubbed the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School Public Safety Act, the $500 million package is threefold, addressing gun laws, school safety, and mental health. Now, our ABC Florida Bureau's Melissa Potes interviewed some residents in Florida and got these reactions. Melissa?
In the ongoing battle for gun control laws in the United States, Florida legislature took a huge step forward by passing the Florida Gun Control Bill. This bill raises the minimum age to purchase a gun from 18 to 21 years old, creates a waiting period of 3 days for prospective gun buyers, and bans bump stocks. The bill also allows school officials and sheriffs to arm certain school employees while on campus. The push for better gun control stems from the recent shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, where 17 people were shot and killed in one of the worst school shootings in U.S. history. We took to the streets of Florida to gauge local reactions to this new bill.
If I were on the cusp of the legal age to purchase a gun and they were getting ready to change the age limit, I think I'd be okay with it. Our teachers are underpaid and overworked already. We expect a lot out of them. We expect them to teach our children. We shouldn't also expect them to be their bodyguards. There's not any money to give them the supplies they need or the resources they need. So how are we going to find the money to arm them and properly train them? Raising the age limit for purchasing rifles is a good thing. It's incredible how easy it is to get your hands on an assault-style weapon, and I don't think it should be that simple.
Being that here in the United States the legal age is 18, it should be kept at 18 versus raising it to 21, as that doesn't really make a 3-year age difference is not going to make a difference. Putting stricter laws on, responsible gun owners like myself doesn't stop criminals.
The first clause that you asked me about was increasing the age, and I definitely support that from 18 to 21. The second clause of arming teachers, I don't know enough to have a decision. You need to explain to me what weapon you want teachers to carry, where that will be safeguarded, what kind of safety the weapon will have, who will have access to it, because open weapons should not be left anywhere in a school. And they don't specify in the bill, I will not support it. I understand how to use a weapon, but I choose in my home not to have a weapon. And that is my right as an adult. A bonus is not going to work. I'm sorry. But if you're going to ask me to play 2 roles, then you need to pay me 2 salaries.
They're raising the age limit from 18 to 21. It is better. It's better that at least they raised the age limit to 21, but at least we're moving forward. I truly believe that it should be the personnel who are more qualified to handle guns that should be hired to do that kind of job. I believe that teachers should just stick to teaching, and then they focus more on the students and more on education than getting armed themselves.
Gun control is not the answer, because once you start controlling guns, then the law-abiding citizens have to suffer for what the bad people with guns do. I think that the schools are very soft targets. These schools, especially here in Florida, need to be hardened. And the bad people that try to come here in the schools and shoot up the place, they know that. I think teachers need to be armed. Not all teachers need to be armed, but those teachers who are willing, have experience, or have the training. I don't think nobody would complain if some staff member in this last mass shooting had a concealed weapon and were able to defend those children that were shot.
Do I think we're doing the right things by trying to make changes? I do think we're doing the right things by trying to make changes. I think we need to make the schools safer. I don't think it's a problem that we can solve with one piece of legislation or in one day or even 1 year. I think it's going to take time, and that's why I think we just need to keep working at it over and over again. I have grandchildren now. My children are grown. Do I feel necessarily safe sending or having my children send their children to schools, public schools right now? I don't know that any school is safe nowadays. All I can say is that we have a very serious problem, a very serious issue, and it needs to be dealt with, and it needs to be dealt with in smart ways. It needs to be dealt with in quick ways. I mean, we've had the Pulse shooting in Orlando. We've had the Las Vegas shooting. These are deaths that are happening in quantities because the types of weapons that are being used, people have no defense against them.
Governor Rick Scott signed the Florida Gun Control Bill, also known as the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School Public Safety Act, into law. Hours later, the National Rifle Association, or the NRA, filed a lawsuit against the state of Florida for violating the constitutional rights of 18 to 21-year-olds. Reporting to you from Orlando, Florida, I'm Melissa Potas, and I'm always one with 25.